Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as rabbi and scholar in residence for UJ Federation of New York. And happy Passover, Chag Sameach. Each morning we are coming to you Monday through Friday when it isn't a holiday, wishing each other a good morning, sharing a little bit of Torah, a little bit of blessing, some music, and as you can see as I move my chair just to drop back, sometimes we are blessed with some incredible light. And so I hope that you are near a window and you can appreciate this glorious morning. Yesterday was gloomy, there was still joy, but today, don't miss the sunshine. Don't miss how sweet today can be. For all the reality that we face, we're also in the middle of Pesach, and these last 2 days coming up of Passover signify some really important things. So it's a blessing to be with you today on Tuesday. Tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday we won't be broadcasting because it's a holiday, but then Friday we'll come back together at 9 o'clock in the morning. So let's get started. Here's a blessing for learning, share a little bit of Torah, maybe a special song this morning, and then we'll wish each other well. So hi everybody, good morning. While we share these moments, and I gotta say, before all this started, who would ever have imagined that 87 of us would be together at 9:03 in the morning sharing some Torah? There's blessing in that too. Take a moment, if you feel it, and I hope you do, to wish everybody else who's here a good morning, a Chag Sameach. If you have just celebrated Easter, bless you. I hope that it felt connected. I hope that it felt redemptive. I hope that it felt holy. As others of us are going through Pesach, as the Jewish community is having the strangest of all different nights for 8 nights, there's something really essential about these days coming up that I wanted to just share from a place of hope, place of light. You see, the last days of Pesach include 2 really huge moments. Sometimes you look at the unfolding days of Passover, and if you have children in your home, the dwindling imagination you have for how to make the food exciting for them. Good luck to us all. And the 7th day of Pesach, tomorrow, is when we commemorate the splitting of the sea. Because if the departure from Egypt, if the Exodus itself began on a certain day on our ritual calendar, we eventually do get to the Red Sea, and the sea does split, as you know. But as opposed to the way that it's depicted in the movies, in the Ten Commandments, which many of us grew up watching, or in The Prince of Egypt, which also many of us have now grown up watching, there's a moment where the Israelites are, right at the lip of the sea, and Moses raises up a staff or touches the water with his staff, and the water explodes up. And in fact, if you read the Torah, that's not at all how it happens. The children of Israel complained to Moses out of fear, and Moses, not knowing what to do. I mean, he's a vessel But in this moment, what could he possibly do? He talks to God and says, God, what do I do? And God basically says, why are you talking to me? Go. And it's a strange moment where the faith that it requires to go through an obstacle that is impenetrable, and we can apply this really differently, but really quickly to this world. Have faith beyond this moment. See that there is a way that this moment we will get through it. We will literally split this moment. The challenge of seeing the world in that way, with the explosive splitting of the sea, is not only because it's hard to believe, but also because the Torah's message is more palatable. It's not, miracles are hard to say they're believable, but there's a process even to the miracle. You see, when God says to Moses, go, raise your staff, lead the people, Moses raises his staff, and an easterly wind, says the Torah, blows all through the night until the land is revealed under the water. It's not the explosive moment of the water. It takes a while. Now, it took a night, and we're talking about the splitting of the sea, but even God's miracle, celebrated tomorrow and throughout the world as a metaphor for the march to freedom, it takes a while. Freedom is a process. Liberation is a process. And please God, the world, little by little, should feel a loosening of our bondage in this way. Every home, not just Jewish homes on Pesach, every home should continue to feel intimate and safe and sweet as a home, and also less restricting. There's a process to that. So I wanted to share both that teaching that liberation takes time. So too did I want to share this beautiful midrash from Shmot Rabbah. If you're looking to build your Jewish library, this is one of my favorite books. It might come up backwards on your screen, but it's called Tree of Souls, and it's a collection of legends that Howard Schwartz put together. It's a wonderful collection. You could find anything in it if you know how to look, and the index makes it pretty easy to look. There is a teaching that when the children of Israel, literally the children of Israel, were going through the sea, they were complaining about food. They were crying. Their parents plucked apples and pomegranates from the sea and gave them to the crying children, and their weeping ceased. I don't really know how to pick a pomegranate from the sea, but I do know, A, that finding ways for food to be comforting during Pesach can be pretty hard, but also that there are ways to pluck joy from this sea. There are ways to find faith and hope and togetherness even in this. So I wanted to bless us with that. There's a song I wrote a while ago. It's an adaptation of the Morning Blessings. There's a section that not many people recite. It's a meditation. Yehi ratzon milfanecha, may it be your will, God, save me every day. Save me every day. And there are people in our world, possibly people that are very close to you, who we're davening for, we're praying for every day. So I wanted this morning to ask you to call to mind someone you know who's been affected directly, someone in their family who's been affected directly, praying for their health, trying to offer comfort through the distance. So this is Yehi ratzon, and the English for it is be with me every day. But the Hebrew is Yehi ratzon milfanecha, please God, shetatzileni hayom, uvechol yom, save me today and every day. So you don't have to share in the comments section, but if there's someone you're praying for, or maybe a specific prayer that you're trying to offer the world, let's offer it together. You have a way of making your voice and face heard, your soul experienced and shared. So feel free to use the comments section while I'm singing, and we'll pray a little bit together, and then we'll wish each other a good day. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהי ואלוהי אבותיי. יהי רצון מלפניך, תצילני היום ובכל יום. דינא-נא-נא, דינא-נא-נא. יהי רצון מלפניך, אדוני אלוהי ואלוהי אבותיי. יהי רצון מלפניך, שתצילני היום ובכל יום. דינא-נא-נא, be with me, be with me, be with me every day. Be with me, be with me, be with me every day. Pray for whoever you're going to be praying for, and just let's be together. Be with me, be with me, be with me every day. Be with me, be with me, be with me every day. So friend, let's all remember that if ancient parents could pick pomegranates from the sea, and if even in the ancient world liberation took time, let's remember to celebrate the path forward, the magic we can make, and the connections that are possible. It's Passover for 2 more days. When we come back together on Friday at 9 o'clock in the morning, right here, let's see how the world has gotten better. I don't know the impact of prayer. I really wonder about that sometimes. But I do know that when I pray, and I know that someone else is praying, my heart is strengthened. So the impact of prayer is pretty local to me, and maybe it's local for you too. So let's imagine that the next 2 days we're going to hold each other well, even when we don't see each other this way. Let's sing it out, a melody with no words, and then we'll wish each other a good day and a Chag Sameach. Bless you all. Have a beautiful day. Chag Sameach, everyone. See you soon.